Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome. Today we are back in Absolute Drift with our Das Whip based off of the BMW E30 M3. Very, very nice. Slowly kind of getting back into the swing of things. Last we left off, we completed this stage, which is good. Now we need to find how the heck we get to the next stage. There it is. No, it's not. Where is the next stage? Alright, we've done that drift track. We've done most of the actual events on this stage. We've done all of the all of the tasks. We need to find the next level. Where is it? There it is. World 5. Here we go. Through the gate. Our journey continues. Evening Sprockets, hopefully you're doing well. We're in our very beautiful little BMW here. Very, very nice. It's probably my favorite car of all the vehicles in this game. It's because it's got very, very smooth, very predictable lines. It's got a little bit more power than the original. But it doesn't snap quite as much as either the Missile or the Super. The Super is a little bit too heavy and the Missile is very, very snappy. This is a very, very good, very balanced handling car that I like. Alright, first thing we need to do is spin between the posts. Here we go. Nice. Off to a good start. One mission down. Whee! Gotta make ourselves go very, very smoothly through the canyon, past all the windmills. Oh, jump to the other side. Here we go. Big speed. Whee! I saw some red over this way. I think we need a donut around the wind turbine. Yes, we do. Oh. Alright, let's get a nice, smooth, consistent donut around here. Let's get warmed up with these tasks. Get ourselves reacquainted with the handling physics of this game. Spin under the rails. There we go, down the first gear, get the car nice and spun around. Shibuya Power Company. Sweet. Well, we're going to be bringing quite a bit of power as well. Oh. Paint shop. Let's see what it gives us. Alright. Standard orange paint. Decent enough. We managed to drift between the walls. Let's make sure we donut the lighthouse now. All the tasks. Get that all nice and completed. Only reason I kind of do all the tasks before we do all of the events. Back when I first played the game, I encountered a bug where some of the events didn't end up counting after completing an event midway through. I think it was the hidden collectibles one on each stage. So it does kind of fill me a little bit with paranoia. So now I kind of because basically I had to completely delete my save data and start over again. I think that's been patched out and it's been fixed, but I still don't like testing it. Because the one thing I don't really like doing in games, as much as I enjoy playing games. Oh, that's dreadful. One thing I don't like doing when I'm playing games is having to repeat the same section, sort of again and again, especially if save data gets corrupted. That's like one of the quickest ways to get me to kind of kill my mood of a game. I could be doing a 100% completion playthrough, and if I lose, like, you know, even just a bit of data, I'm like, oh, well, there goes my motivation. Alright, but balance transfer motor, only 5 gears. We've already been back here, because I remember spinning between those posts. Okay, we came up through here. Alright, we gotta jump over the water. I remember that being over here. That is a task we need to do. Gosh, this car. These vehicles do not have a very high top speed. Very, very low top speed. Kind of par for the course, considering they're designed for drifting and designed to have the gear ratio set for maximum torque. There we go. That's good. Spin in the corner, donut the lamp. Alright, we need to get up there. We need to get up onto that building. And we need to drift between these buildings as well. I don't think that's enough speed. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Alright, we got 3 tasks up here. We got to donut the lamp. There we go. Alright, first gear, spin in the corner now. We're gonna be having a little bit of a timeout. A little timeout being put in the corner. That doesn't mean we can't have fun in the corner. Now the other corner. Let's go. Come on. We're not quite in the corner, so it's like every time the back of our car just gets in here. There we go. Oh, there's an X. That's 1. 1 of 5 found there. Anything else over here? Anything else over here? No, I don't think so. I also like how as things progress, the areas you visit do get more and more colorful, a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more stuff to do. Drift close to the fence. That can be done. Hang on, let's get ourselves set up again. Get the car spun around, down in the second gear. Maybe, okay. Can't do that, but we can at least jump the water. Gotta find a way to drift close to the fence. It is always difficult kind of drifting in a straight line. You need to kind of switch the car back and forth and keep it very, very, very shallow drift angle. Or you need to kind of almost come directly at the wall and turn at the last second. Makes things a little bit tricky. Alright, nothing else that way. Hi there. Oh, going at the red building. There we go. Let's go down a gear, get some more torque to the rears. Get some more things spun around. I've got to drift. I've got to drift and jump in the building. We can do that, and we got to drift close to the fence. There we go. We drifted close to the fence. We got to drift between the jump and the building. Drift between the gap. There we go, nice and smooth through there. I think I saw another intersection down this way. See if there's anything here. Donut the hole. Yeah. Donut holes. Very, very wide. Very, very wide donut. I know we need to jump over the water, but let's see if we can't find other stuff around this area first. It doesn't require backtracking. No, I don't think so. I do know the mats do get bigger and bigger at each stage. Alright, we gotta donut the tree. We gotta donut another hole. There's 2 X's. Alright, get the cart nice and turning around the tree. Very, very beautiful, boxy red tree. There we go. Wasn't counting that last little bit there. Oh, ow. Alright, I'll take it. The game decided to count it. I'll be happy to allow the game to count that. Paint shop. There we go. New color. Alright, yellow camo. Very, very nice. We need to find a way to jump onto the roof. I think the best way to do that is to use that blue ramp. No, I think the other blue ramp might be better. No, we're losing altitude. Alright, let's try. No, okay, that's not quite working. I think the very, very tall blue ramp is the best way to do this. If I can carry a little bit more speed and maybe not be quite as aggressive when the cornering. Come on, we got this. One more try. There we go. Onto the roof. Yes! That is the last of the missions for this stage. Now we can complete a bunch of the events. Oh boy. And I saw an event here. Mount Casa. Oh boy, Mountain Drift. Doing some toge runs. Complete 8 clipping points, drift for 15 seconds total, 3-second drift, 13 multiplier. I think I can get all these subtasks on this event. Okay. Very rough start. Alright, that's a clipping point. Ah, we got this. Alright, so for 0 clipping points, we need to do better than that. At least got a 3-second drift. We're kind of outside drifters. We're not really kind of on the racing line. We're just speed and angle. That's kind of how we get our points, it seems. Trying to get close to the clipping points makes things very tricky. Come on, nice and easy. Around the outside, there's no clipping points here. Another clipping point. Another clipping point. Nice. Oh, we still got a decent score. Top 35%. 8 clipping points. Okay, we missed 2 clipping points there. I think we can do a much better score though. Top 35%, that's not gonna cut it for me. Come on, we got this. Nice and smooth through here. Alright, I missed that one. I'm missing some of the clipping points. We're doing very good on the actual multipliers and the score itself. That's what we're really kind of going for right now. That's better. Much, much better. Over 1,000,000 points. Top 10%. There we go. That is a score to be happy about. That is a score to enjoy. And we still got 4 of the 5 event challenges complete there. Alright, next event. Where can we find one? Driftcana. Is this the side that's open? No. The other side is the side that is open. There we go. Nice. Alright, 5-second drift, 20 bonus blocks, drift 20 times. Alright, lots of drifting. Come on, get it. There we go. Not quite enough to save a multiplier. Alright. Back through this way. Alright, blocks. Smash all the blocks. Alright, we're over at 250,000. Alright. Donut. What? Spin, spin, spin. There we go. Nice. Alright, more blocks. Come on, quick. Alright, more spinning. There we go. Good score so far. Alright, another clipping point. Good. The drift con is always a lot more difficult for me because it's basically, alright, how do I actually, navigate through and get all the stuff? Drift events is only one way to go. Here it's a lot much more difficult. Alright, 887,000, lower 45%. Ooh. Okay. It's not great, not terrible. I'm a bit less concerned about the Driftcanas. I am fully aware, fully ready to accept that I'm not as great with those. Alright, Drift Track Kochi. Let's see what we have here. Very tight, very technical. A lot of 90-degree corners. No crashes. We got this. It's a little bit difficult to train drift together. It's basically 90-degree corner into 90-degree corner. It's a lot of e-brakes. Will third gear make it easier? Third gear actually is a bit easier. You kind of carry a wider slide through here. And then on the switchback sections, you can shift back down to second gear for more tighter handling. Okay. That makes sense. Oh gosh. Easy, easy. We might actually do the no crashes. Granted, it feels very, very sloppy right now. And this section's actually treating us well enough. Oh gosh, please don't have that count as a crash. We only hit the clipping point, we didn't hit the wall. If the game counted that as a crash, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, the game can definitely count that as a crash. Dang, 2.4 million though. We were doing pretty good there. Kind of had a rhythm going. Just got a little bit too greedy. Alright, let's try get a little bit more points. Right to the end. Yeah, okay. A little bit under 3 mil. Top 20%. Wait, it counted as no crashes. I guess it's get to 200,000 before you get any crashes. Okay. It's decent. That's decent. I feel like we can definitely improve quite a bit on that one. We need to get a few more events. Where's the rest of the events? So we can unlock the Midnight Drift. Racing through the mountains. Whee! Very fun, very slidey through here. But where are the other events? We need more events. So we need 8 more event challenges in order to unlock the Midnight Drift. Alright, well this is how you get back down to stage 4. Speed. Oh yes, Mountain Drift. Here we go. Mount Nico. Nico, here's your cousin. Let's go bowling. Alright, score. Let's finish in less than a minute. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. No crashes as well. Alright. We got this. Oh, no crashes, no crashes. No touchy the wall. Down to second gear, get the car nice and tight, turned in. Through these very tricky corners. Alright, back up to third gear. Alright, let's do a practice run first. Just kind of memorize the course. We're doing very poorly. Come on, let's do much better. It's weird. Third gear is a little bit too fast for this. Second gear, you're bouncing off the rev limiter just a little bit too much. The corners are just right in that awkward spot of too tight for third, but too open for second. It's was a decent raw ride there. It's not a great score. Decent for a first run. Top 5%. Oh, come on. We can do much, much better than that. I still think this is a mostly third gear course. I just have to use just a little bit more throttle control. Alright, good clipping point there. Clipping point again. We want to shave off time, so we want to kind of use a more aggressive line, but we got to watch ourselves, make sure we don't touch any of the walls. No walls, no touching. Alright, get it back. Ooh, gosh. Almost spun it there. Nice and smooth through here. Alright, final corner. And across the line. There we go. 1.3 mil. No crashes. There we go. No, we didn't hit any of the bonus blocks, but that's okay. I'm also concerned about the no crashes. Very, very clean runs. Very smooth. Alright, that's another 4 event challenges complete. So we need 4 more to unlock the Midnight Drift. Let's find another event. Should be one around here somewhere that we haven't done yet. Oh, paint shop. Let's see what it gives us. Randomize me, Captain. Alright, pretty standard blue with the stripes. Looks decent enough. Oh, is that an event? That is an event. That is a Driftcana event. I'm not that great at Driftcana, but let's do it. Anything to give us more. Anything to give us more event tasks complete. Got 5,000 from clipping points, easy enough. 4 spin zones, 30,000 no crashes. Oh boy, and a whole bunch of jumps. All right. I wonder if it counts the smash blocks as crashes. Alright, there we go. Alright, well we did crash there. So, now let's focus on spin zones. Spin zones, we can at least get that task. 1 spin zone here. Another spin zone here. Oh, we're doing not great. Driftcana is an event I definitely need to work on. Another spin zone here. Get this knocked out. All right, big donut, big jelly-filled donut. There we go. Alright. Alright, we managed to score over 200,000. Now let's try to get some points from clipping zones. That's almost 5,000 there. That's an extra 100, come on. There we go. That's 5,000 from clipping points. That's 4 spin zones. We have at least 3 tasks. Which jumps counted? They take up quite a bit of time as you go over them. They are marked as red. They should count as extra points. Alright, let's keep this drift going until the end. Lower 40%. Yeah, we're not as great at getting points in that. Navigating and figuring out how to go between the different events and carry multiplier is not my strong suit. Thankfully, we do have enough event tasks complete. Oh, Drift Track Suzuka. Let's get that one. We haven't done that one yet. This car is very, very nice. One of my favorites in the game. Alright, less than 2 minutes, no crashes. 3,000 on a clipping point. 15 times multiplier. Okay, a lot of 90-degree corners here, so we'll probably be alternating between second and third gear. Alright, nice and smooth through here. We're gonna make sure we don't take too much time. Oh boy, it's tight through here. $2,700. Really? Are you kidding me? There we go, 3,000. 3,300. Exactly. There you go, game. 3,900. Oh gosh. That's a hit. That's a hit. About 500,000. Yeah, we'll at least try to get a decent score here. We're doing it with no hits. That is out of the question now. Ah, we've lost our rhythm too. Gotta find it again. Nope. Okay. Oh, let's see how we're doing at least at the end of this. And if we didn't do well enough, we'll try this again. I have a rough idea of how to attack this course now. We're gonna go just a little bit fast if we want to try to do that switch back. We're probably not going to be that great. Top 30%. So we managed to finish in less than 2 minutes. Let me try this one more time. I think I have a rough idea of how to do this. We've got this. Nice and smooth through here. Maybe I don't know how to do this. Come on, Isaac. Alright, switch your car back to the left. There we go. I do hope that didn't count as wall. That was very... That did count as wall. Come on, full combo through this course. We can do this. Oh gosh, that was sloppy. Come on, keep the drifts up. Come on, keep the slides going, keep the slides going. We need to build that multiplier up much higher if we want to get even closer to the top of the leaderboard. At least want to get within the top 10%. Okay, come on, we got this. I'm gonna try. One more try, that's what they always say. And then it's an entire hour has passed and you're like, oh gosh, I'm still trying at the same level. One more try. It's about carrying enough speed, but not too much speed through these corners. Because if you don't carry enough speed, the car turns in too sharply. If you carry too much speed, you kind of slide out wide and hit those walls. You don't have a whole lot of space to work with here. It makes it very tricky. The street drifts with all the 90-degree corners make things a little bit more tricky than the mountain courses. You more or less need to kind of create your own line through it. And there's a lot more straights, whereas the mountain courses, the corners kind of flow into each other. Okay, we'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one in a later stream, or later at the end of the stream, to try to get closer to the top of the leaderboard. We wanna try the Midnight Drift event, well, somewhere around here. Where exactly was it? There's the lighthouse. I think it was close to the lighthouse, I think. Garage, Drift Pack Kochi. There it is, Midnight Drift. Hotakade. Hotakadake. Yes. And this is the one, the Midnight Drifts. These you can fall off. And if you fall off, that's the end of your run completely. Kind of like Need for Speed Carbon a little bit. Like that. Got 6,000 points. Lower 5%. That's how you know we did poorly. You need a good balance of gas and brakes. Getting the car nice and slidey here. Oh boy, downhill section, the car gets a little bit... Nope, not quite. Okay, we got this. We got this, nice and smooth. Ah! Yeah, I don't think the drift line's the actual proper line, at least for getting points. I kind of like to slide the car out a little bit wider with a more aggressive angle. And the drift line is a very, very shallow line. There we go. Now we're doing decently enough. Nice and smooth. A lot of very wide, very sweeping corners. Okay, 1.4 mil. Top 15%. Okay, that's not bad. Complete 2 perfect drift lines. Yeah, that one's gonna be very difficult. That one's gonna be a difficult achievement to get. I got 4 or 5 done there. Now let's go up to I think the final world now? We got 1 more world left. And then we can start focusing on, then on the events, getting all the high scores on them, perfecting them between the different vehicles. Getting all of the event missions done. All of that stuff. Alright, through the twisties. Gotta go to a lower gear. Need some more torque to set the back wheels out. Need some more RPMs. More speed. Very good. There we go. Alright, here we are up into the final, I believe this is the final world. Hunavan. Oh, okay, that is the end. Okay, we can change to the Hunavan. The Hunavan. Okay. Oh, I guess it is off to the events then. So here we go, we're at the top. We're at the top of the mountain. We got the Buddha statue talking to us. Hello again, my child. You are now a drifting master. I wouldn't go that far. I'm moderately better than what I was previously in this game. I am not a drifting master in any way, shape, or form. This may seem like the end. Perhaps it is only the beginning. Perhaps one day you will master the art of rally. Oh. Wow, even back in 2015, they were already teasing the next game. GG, Fun Selector. By the way, I did purchase the Art of Rally on the Steam sale. That is potentially shuffled into the list of games that a random number selector may be picking from to replace the next game we complete. Goodbye, my child. Developed by Dunekatsu. all the credits. Alright, bye random Buddha dude. Alright, now let's go do some events. Drift track. Mamasu. Kobe. Alright, we're missing two. Do a 5-second drift and complete 10 clipping points. We can do this easily now. Very, very smooth, very kind of wide open drifting track. Nice and smooth through here. Carry our speed. Let's go for outright. Oh, that didn't count. I'm a little bit disappointed in that. There we go, that counted as a clipping point. This one definitely will. Alright, wide this turn. Into the next. Wider on this side too. Oh, keep it. Keep the multiplier. Save it. Alright, 2.5 mil. Not the best. Top 1%. We can do better. That is not better. Come on, Isaac. Granted, we were like the top 1,000 of everyone that did this course, which is very, very nice. Go 5-second drift, that's been completed. And that ends that. Come on. Nice and smooth through here. Let's build up more multiplier. That is not how you build up multiplier. Complete 10 clipping points. Okay, there's about, what, 4? 4 a lap. That one's gonna be a little bit tricky. Alright, there's another one there. That was 3. So far is 0 now. Alright, that's 4. 5. Really need to rock at the clipping points. 6. 7. I don't think we can actually. Nope, 8. Oh, we could have. 9, 10, yeah. Not quite. 2.0 million. Okay, so we're in the top 1% there. Kobe Yokohama. New leaderboard. Alright, yeah, we can definitely do better than that. We're in the top 15%. We can get into the top 1% here. Ow. That was dreadful. Alright, let's try this again. Come on, top 1%. Come on, this is a 3rd gear course in the Das Whip in our E30. Tires. The tires. Alright, that's better. Already doing better than previously. A little bit surprised that didn't count as a clipping point, but oh well. Alright, nice and smooth here. Get it through the tight corner. There we go. Much, much better. And what do I say? Me and my big mouth. Ah! Alright, don't spin it. This is not a drift corner. There is no spin cycles here. This is full-on sideways style, or the lack thereof in my case. There we go. Close to the tires, but do not touch the tires. The tires will spin your car around. They will grab your rear. Like it was just jiggling right in the face. Ah, tires. The tires. Alright, so far so good. Back again to the right. Long drift, build up that multiplier. I'm gonna try to build up that multiplier early as well. Oh, that was very clean. That was very nice. You can watch yourselves now. There's tires that are littering the track. Alright, come on, nice and easy through here. Carry that momentum, carry that multiplier. Yes. Alright, one more lap. Oh, basically 1.5 laps. Come on. Nice and easy through these corners. Very smooth, like we're delivering tofu. Don't want to spill anything. Very smooth in our inputs. Around the outside. Use that momentum to supercar back again to the right. Final corner, here we go. Woo! Almost 7 million points. It was a little bit sloppy at times, but that gave us so much points. Woo! That's actually half decent. Top 1%. Let's go. Kyoto. Let's do it. Kyoto now. Top 2%. Let's get that one into the top 1% as well. 15 clipping points. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them on the track. We can probably do that. This track is very narrow. Much more narrow than some of the other tracks. Alright, nice and smooth through here. Whole bunch of clipping points. There we go. Ooh, that almost ended a multiplier. Don't do that, Isaac. Do not wreck the car, Isaac. Come on, nice and smooth through here. There we go. Top 1%. Top 1,000 as well. Yes! That's good. That's very, very good. Alright, Osaka. Oh, we didn't do this one yet. We didn't do Osaka. Well, now we're going to be doing Osaka. Ooh, this one actually feels very, very nice. It's like a city drift. There's still some like rounded corners as well. Granted, it's making things just a little bit difficult there. Alright, clipping point around the very tight bend. Oh, this section though. That section, okay, that section is very, very tricky. Alright, back again to the left. Get that car nice and spun around. Aw, you! Bollocks. Basically very, very high speed. Get it switched into the tight right-hander. And then another very, very high speed corner before a chicane. The chicane is going to be the death of us. So we basically need to time it just right. Car back around to the right. We'll wash the tires. Went a little bit wide there. We didn't get the clipping point, but that's okay. We can more than make up for that in the multiplier. Ah! Yeah, those chicane parts, those are going to be the tricky. Because it's very narrow. And it's basically tight flick straight, tight flick. So it's either you're going to be doing a very, very steep, very high risk, high reward drift, or you're going to be kind of playing it really safe and hoping that the game allows you to use those clipping points to kind of keep your multiplier up. Of course, when do we ever play it safe? I'm surprised that one didn't count as a clipping point. Go nice and smooth through here. Nope, not quite. Not quite. We're getting there. It's slowly coming to us. But this track is starting to give us some issues. I say we're starting to get there and then I crash on the second corner. Come on. Nice and smooth through here. I'll take it. It didn't ruin our multiplier. Alright, so we really need to focus on those clipping points on the tighter chicane sections. That is how it's going to be that's how it's going to allow us to get up onto the leaderboards. Oh, this is a tricky one, though. This is a tricky course. Oh, you! Come on, we got this. We've got this. Nice and smooth through here. Alright, little tap there, little love tap on the wall, little dent in our car, it's okay. It adds character, it speed dimples. I'm actually enjoying adopting that phrase now. I get ourselves nice and smooth through this. Alright, quick flick back to the right. Ooh, that was very close. Oh gosh, the game is being very generous to us right now. Let's not abuse the generosity though. We abused the generosity. We were like, okay, let's see how much we could take. And we completely messed up. We messed up big time. We done messed up, Ron. Okay. Well, we will. Come on. Alright, no matter what, full run. Whatever happens, happens. YOLO run now. Let's do it. Alright, first lap done. Clean first lap. Are nice and turned in. Very good. There we go, there we go. Alright, into the chicane section. Oh, whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. Though in terms of score, having a big mistake right at the middle would definitely put a dampener on our score. So basically you have two sort of middling... If it happens at the beginning or happens right at the end, you can kind of salvage it and still get a decent score. Because at the very beginning, you'll have a high multiplier at the end. Or if you do it at the end, you'll have a high multiplier at the beginning. Top 5%, I will accept that. That one would definitely need a little bit more work. Go, yeah. Okay, here we go. Top 5%. We can do better than top 5% here. This one is a little bit more open. I say as I am struggling to keep this car. Okay, it's more a second gear course. The second gear course through this section. Nice and smooth through here. I open up, backed up the third gear. Flick the car through the chicane. A little bit too much flicking. Not enough picking, too much flicking. Alright, down a second, get the car nice and spun around. Alright, back up to third gear. The car to run wider out to the clipping points. Oh boy. Not great, but we're surviving. Alright, down a second gear, get the car nice and spun in. Oh boy, this is tricky. The urban drifts are always the most tricky part. Like, I can handle the mountain drifts perfectly fine. It's the urban drifts. The urban drifts, the street circuits with all the 90-degree corners. That's what trips me up so much. It becomes so much more difficult to visualize a good line running through them. And it also favors more shallow drifts, which is not something I'm particularly great at. Down in the second gear, come on. Oh gosh. Okay, we saved it. We saved it. Wow. Alright, back up to third gear. We didn't save it that time. We hit head on right at the wall. Still 3.5 mil. That's not bad. We definitely could have done some bit better. We did decently though. That's good enough for top 1%. Top 4%. Never mind. Thanks for proving me wrong, game. Alright, next one. Tokyo. Top 25%. We can definitely do better here. This is sort of the introduction to the mountain courses, with it being more tight, more technical. Yeah, alright, we got this. Alright, nice and easy. Get the car turned in for the tight hairpin. And then the course opens up again. Wider, more sweeping corners. Alright, this is all about gear control. Up to fourth gear. Very, very shallow drift. Then down to second gear, the car spun in. The tight hairpins, the tight switchbacks. And then back up the gears as you use the car's acceleration to get the car just to the right speed. Not quite. Okay. We did pretty bad there. Alright, come on. Smooth through here. There we go. That's better. That actually went very nicely. And then that didn't. Okay. Alright, carry about as much speed as we can. Try to do that anyway. And we need to do a no crash run as well. We can do that. I say as I immediately crash. That counted as no crashes? Okay. YOLO. What the game does and does not count as a crash is very strange to me. Because there are times where it doesn't break your multiplier, and the game still will count it as a crash. Ooh, nice. That gave us quite a bit of points there. And at other times, you just do a light scrape of the wall, and the game's like, nope, try again, buddy. It doesn't make sense. Granted, I'm still having a blast playing this. This is a lot of fun. Getting the car nice and sliding around. Gotta watch yourselves through these corners. No sloppiness. Very good. Right to the end. 4.3 mil. Top 2%. Nice. One less slipping point than you, though, which is a little bit frustrating. But we did decently enough. That is very, very good. Very, very nice. Alright, let's see what other drift events we have. Yamaguchi. Let's do it. Top 40%. We can do much better than that. Top 40%. Jeez, past Isaac, what were you thinking? For 2,000 on a clipping point. Alright, we need to be able to do that. That is not 2,000 on the clipping point. $800. Another 800. 1,200. It's all about multiplier as well. There we go. We scored 2,000 on a clipping point. We weren't quite going fast enough. That's a 4th gear corner. That is very much a 4th gear corner. And that is a horrible corner. Come on, Isaac. Smash those tires in a rage, yeah. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, that was dreadful. $900. Come on, we need to get 2,000 on a clipping point. That's 500. 4,000. There we go. And I don't think you need to get all of. I don't think you need to get all of the tasks on the same run. Gosh, that was dreadful. Very, very tricky. Come on. Nice and easy, nice and smooth through here. That's not smooth, Isaac. Come on. I'm getting very, very sloppy here. I need to do better. It's a mostly 3rd gear course where if you run just a little bit wide, you can go back into 2nd gear. And then the very kind of wide sweeping corners here, this can be taken in 4th gear. Or not. Maybe 3rd gear? Maybe 4th gear? Who knows? One of those two. Oh, also, found out some cool information today. One of the Formula Drift drivers in the States, he was actually born really, he hails from sort of the same state I'm from, which is really cool. Vaughn Gittin Jr. actually is from Maryland as well, which is cool. So I gotta represent the Maryland drifters. Granted, he is obviously considerably more skilled than I am, but I found that out today. I thought that was really cool, especially because Maryland doesn't really have a whole lot of, like, you know, we have 2 dirt tracks and like 2 drag strips, so getting involved in motorsport in this state is always very difficult. Apparently he kind of just taught himself and just kind of became he's, you know, like I said, he taught himself, which is really cool. Can't imagine how much it would cost to teach yourself how to drift, though. That'd be a lot of broken bumpers, a lot of very damaged automotive components as you're learning how to do that. Because drifting is very hard on the internal and external components of the car. But still, that is super cool. And he also, you know, he drifts a lot of the Mustangs. Alright, 3.3 mil. Nice. Top 3%. I will take that. That is still within the top 1,000. Kochi. Oh boy, Kochi. Top 20%. We need to do better than that. We're really just trying to get up into at least the top 10% of all the drift events. That That is the end goal here today. So far, we are not doing well. Come on, let's carry a little bit more speed through here. There we go. Very, very nice. Less nice. I thought that corner was a little bit sharper than it actually was. Alright, nice and smooth through here. Through the chicane. Get the car switch back. Another chicane. Basically a whole lot of really shallow drifts to that section. There we go. We're using speed more so than angle to get some points. Oh, almost lost that multiplier there. That would have been very, very bad. Alright, final lap. Come on. We've got this. We've got this. No, we don't have this. Let's see if it's still good enough for top 10%. It is difficult because you gotta drift very, very shallowly. It's very, very shallow angle, but still keep that speed up. If you slow down or hesitate just a little bit, you crash right into the corners like that. This is a tricky one. Alright, cross the line. Just shy of 3 mil. Top 15%. Really? Jeez, how are people going that? How are people doing this so well? Well, let's try this one more time. How are people scoring so high on this? I'm a little bit flabbergasted. Unless some of these corners are fourth gear corners. And I'm just going about this entirely wrong and I need just even more speed. Which that could be a possibility. If these corners are very shallow. The thing is, I'm worried about running too wide as well. And gaining too much speed, because that can cause quite a bit of issues. Alright, through the chicane. Oh boy. Alright, come on, keep the momentum up. Oh boy. Nope, nope, nope. So we have an extra mil, I think. What was our previous score? 2.9 mil? This is about 4 mil. So I will take it. This is probably at least enough to get us in the top 10%. Let's see, 4.1 mil. $4.1 million, top 10%. It's not bad. I'll take it. I will accept it. Okay. How do I get out of the replay? There we go. Kochi, Suzuka. Ah, boy. Suzuka. Top 30%. Okay, we got this. Suzuka gave us lots of issues earlier. Let's try to do better here. Oh gosh, this is a tight, very tight section. Down to second gear. What's weird, the drifts need to be shallow. And the speed needs to be high, but we have zero room for error. Zero room for error. I need to learn to enunciate my words better. I need to learn to drive better. There we go. Very nice through here. Very smooth. Less smooth. Come on. No crashes, full combo. Even if it's sloppy, we got this. I think that's actually a fourth gear corner. Dip it back down to third gear here. There we go. Very nice and smooth to the one section we can actually build up a combo. That's less smooth. I'm on Isaac. This is the final drift course before all the mountain drifts. The mountain drifts are going to be a lot easier to get up into the top percentages than the drift courses. We do not... I think we need to go just a little bit faster through there, or use just a little bit shallower of an angle. Maybe try not to flip the car as hard? That one's gonna be... That corner is tricky. The switchback, the chicane into that very long left-hander. You basically need to get a very, very late counter steer going. It's just very, very tricky, that corner. Alright, come on, carry some speed around this. Try to anyway. We're not doing that great this lap, but we keep the combo, we have the combo going. Somehow that counts as not as a crash. I mean, we hit our back end on that wall pretty hard. But whatever. I'll take it. Nice and easy through here. There we go. That's much more smooth. That's a lot smoother. Across the line. 3.4 mil. Top 4%. I'll take it. All right. All of the drift events. We are now within the top 10% on. Now let's do the mountain drifts. Here we go. Very smooth through here. Make sure we have no collisions. Keep the car nice, gentle through the turns. We need to hit a whole bunch of the blocks as well. A lot of blocks, a lot of clipping points. A lot of blocks, a lot of clipping points. Come on. Clean drift, all the blocks, all the drifting, all the clipping points. Nice and smooth through here. Alright, we missed those 2 blocks. Nice, very smooth through here. Alright, back again to the right. Nice, 1.8 mil. Top 2%. Sweet. I'm at Haruna. Let's do it. Top 15%. We need to do better than that. Top 15%? No way. Come on, let's get in the top 10%. Maybe not full attack right into the first corner. There we go. Use the downshift to get more angle. Nice. Less nice. That's a little bit frustrating. All right, come on. We got this. It's just 4 high-speed drifts through here. That doesn't count as a crash. I will take it. That does count as a crash. Okay, come on. Ah. Come Come on, we got this. No crashes, clean run. Very, very fast through here. That isn't clean, but it hasn't killed our multiplier yet, so I'll begrudgingly accept it for now. The second time through this, we had some really, really good momentum going in. And that is less good. Come on. Ah! Come on. There we go. That's how we did it previously. Alright, didn't count as a crash. I'll take it. Back again to the right. Come on, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Oh, right at the end. Okay. 2 crashes. Alright, come on, we can do better than this. Or not. Ah! Come on, we got this. We got this, we got this, we got this. That's all I can say, apparently, is we got this. Come on, nice and smooth through here. High speed, gradually going into the slower corners. That's better. Hang on a sec, I will read that just after this. Oh gosh, please don't count that. Please don't count that as a crash. Oh gosh, I got sloppy. Come on, save the multiplier. What racing game do I think is the most fun? Ooh, good question. It depends. I know that's a very roundabout answer, but no. The short answer is for sim or simcade style racing games, the most fun for me is Gran Turismo 3. Although both Gran Turismo 4 and Enthusiast come very, very close. But Gran Turismo 3 is the most fun of like the sim or simcade style racing games. For arcade racers, the most fun for me is probably, I want to go Need for Speed Carbon. Even though Underground 2 of the Black Box era Need for Speed games, Underground 2 is my favorite, and is probably my favorite overall of all the Need for Speed games. Carbon is more fun, and the biggest complaint I have with Carbon is just it's very, very short, and it also doesn't really kind of force you to engage in the world itself. which is a shame because Palmont City is very, very fun to race around. But the racing itself, the crew battles and everything, the crewmates, cheering you on and, giving you call-outs like, oh, this driver's passing you such and such here, it's a rush. It is so much fun. The handling, I think Carbon probably, with the exception of the drift events, while very, very fun, I do prefer the drifting in the Need for Speed Underground 2 over drifting in Carbon. But the handling of the regular racing just feels so good. The cars are very, very grippy, but not like obnoxiously so. They're fast without, every car topping out at over 200 miles an hour. The roads themselves are very, very tight, very technical to take advantage of the handling. And you felt in control of your car the entire time. But just barely. So you were constantly like right on the edge. And it's just a lot of fun. I kind of wish, granted, again, it's not gonna happen without with the exception of maybe mods. But even then, I don't know how much they can do with a 15-year-old game. But one thing I would love to do with Carbon, if you play the Shadow of Mordor games, I had a roommate in college who really, really played that stuff. And to see, the dynamics of the enemy and the territory you conquer change sort of dynamically, I would love to see them tackle that sort of Carbon again, like a full-on remake of Carbon, not just like a remaster, but a full-on remake with almost like a Shadow of Mordor type mechanic where crews are actually like battling for territory. And you see, even like the big crews, like, the TFK, 21st Street, Bushido, and Stack Deck actually lose territory to the smaller crews and have to fight it back, and fight for it back. You see the change in territory sort of with the markings in the world, with the different graffiti of the different teams. I think that could be really, really cool. And the concept itself is just really fun. But I do wish it was just fleshed out a little bit more. But the racing, the canyon duels, all of that was so much fun. And even today, Carbon probably, it's either Underground 1 or Carbon that has the most playthroughs of all the Need for Speed games for me. But back to the Simcade racers, Gran Turismo 3 just felt, I don't know, it was fun. It was very, very fun. And it was like like I was kind of mentioning on Twitter earlier today, it was the first racing game where like the concept of racing, of like tire strategy, of like actual how the cars worked really kind of clicked with me. And that you need to, you need to kind of adjust your settings and tune your vehicles for the proper events and everything. But it still had like a layer of fun. Hey, look, cars, engine go brr. Whereas Gran Turismo 4, while it has much, much more content, and the content it does have is very, very good. And even today, I think Gran Turismo 4 overall is the best Gran Turismo game to date. Gran Turismo 4 felt a little bit clinical, very, very, very clean, very precise. Even the menus are kind of washed out, well, with not a whole lot of color. Whereas Gran Turismo 3, everything was, very, very vibrant, kind of popped out at you a little bit, which kind of affected how you kind of affected a little bit of younger me's perception of the game. But also, Gran Turismo 3 had a little bit more freedom. Basically, if it was on the car list for that event, you could do whatever you want to that car and you could enter it, with the exception of like 2 events, like the Miata Endurance and, 3 events. The Miata Endurance, the Trial Mountain Endurance, and the Polyphony Digital Cup are the 3 events that didn't allow any modifications to cars. But every other event, you can do whatever you want to it. Add a turbo, as long as you're entering any, as long as the car is still eligible. Yeah, great. You wanna tune it up to the max to complete a beginner level event? Go for it. And it made things, kind of fun because you kind of encourage experimentation with the vehicles. Plus also with the smaller car list, while a lot of people see that kind of as a bit of a downgrade, every car is pretty much available to you. There's no checking an RNG used car dealer, which I know is a little bit of the fun for some people. And granted, I do find that a lot of fun in some of the Gran Turismo games as well. But with 3, with most of the cars available to you, it did allow you to kind of plan a little bit of, I want to experiment with this car next. There was no sort of fear of missing out, or, oh, I don't know when that's going to be back in the car dealership again. It was just sort of very relaxed, very chill approach to racing, which I really like. And plus, I think the AI in 3, had a lot more personality. Like they would move over to try to block you. They would do actual overtaking maneuvers, and at times the AI were somewhat difficult, especially if you had a rough idea of what level their performance would be at. I think it would be, you can make some really challenging events there. Make some events that it came right down to the wire. But yeah, for SimK games, Gran Turismo 3 for arcade style racers, Need for Speed Carbon. What about you, Sprockets? I know I'm kind of rambling on here. I apologize. I know. I do want to hear your opinion as well. So I know a lot of people have different thoughts, especially on the Need for Speed games. There's a big sort of fractured fan base there, where a lot of people, everyone has a somewhat different opinion on what their favorite or what the best Need for Speed game is. Now let's do this. Let's do this right. Nice, clean, smooth. That is not clean, that is not smooth. Alright, let's try this again. I want to see if we can't get up into the top 1%. At the very least, I want to be in the top 10% of all the drift events on the leaderboard. I think that is an acceptable goal. Ah, that's tricky. That is tricky. Come on, we got this. We can do this. Need for Speed Underground was the game that caught me. Then move on to Gran Turismo. Need for Speed Underground wins with nostalgia. Oh yeah, Underground was a lot of fun too. I definitely find myself coming back to that one quite a bit. Just despite the fact that the career mode, it's more or less the same each and every time you go through it. It kind of it actually increases the replayability a little bit. as well as the fact that the career mode is a bit shorter compared to some the Need for Speed games that came just before and just after it. The biggest issue I had with Underground, granted I still love it a lot, and there's a lot of really great stuff with it. The big issue I had with Underground was just the rubber band AI was a little bit much at times. Especially the Chinatown races. I don't know what it was about the Chinatown track, but the AI are always absolutely brutal on that track specifically. They're able to take all the very high speed corners even faster than you can, which makes things just a little bit difficult because there isn't a whole lot of heavy braking areas for you to really kind of get back in front of them. And oftentimes the tracks themselves the Chinatown track is very, very narrow, and the drawbridge is a little bit tricky. But it's still so much fun. It has so much variety of content, from the drift events to the drag races. All the cars, feel and handle differently. The neon, it's if you start out with the neon, as you upgraded it, you get some more and more torque steer as you, especially for the drag races. Oh, that was pretty dreadful. But the Miata is very, very lightweight. But very, very nimble as well. It's just a lot of fun. Now, what's your favorites of the Gran Turismo games? Because again, my toss-up's really it's a really close toss-up between 3 and 4. 4 I think is the best content-wise overall, but I think 3 is the more fun one to revisit, more so because some of the license tests in 4 are a little bit ridiculous. And also Mission 34, Mission 35, the one way the one lap magic where you're waiting for 2 minutes in the SLR McLaren. That was brutally difficult in Gran Turismo 4. To the point where I've only 100% completed that game once. I've 100% completed Gran Turismo 3 separate times, just at various stages of my life. But oh boy, Gran Turismo 4, I have only attempted that once, and I was basically like, I did all the super hard stuff, the 24-hour endurance races, everything, basically during a 3-month period back when the world event that everything got shut down for started. And then I gradually just kind of grinded my way through the rest of the events as things started opening back up. And it took me a little bit over a year and a half to complete. I ended up completing it sometime like early 2022, late 2021. No, yeah, late 2021, somewhere in like October 2021. Oh my gosh, the hardest thing was just Mission 35, because you need to drive a near perfect lap in that SLR McLaren. And it is very, very tricky. Very, very difficult. Gran Turismo 2 is your favorite. You could rally race a GT40. Ooh. Yeah, I've played through Gran Turismo 2 as well. Gran Turismo 2 is a lot of fun. It just, with me, the PS1 games, it's a little bit more, I don't think they've aged quite as well in terms of like the racing games. Granted, Gran Turismo 2 is still absolutely amazing with all the content available to it. And I did find a ROM hack online that allows you to actually get all 100%, sort of unlocks more of the content and has a few bug fixes as well that I think may make it a little bit more fun to play, that I may add to the list of games. Especially now that I have a decent way of getting, getting the PS1 emulator to work with the DualShock 4 controller with the analog stick will definitely help with some of the license tests. Yeah, Gran Turismo 2 was a lot of fun too. It had some really cool cars in that game that never really kind of appeared again. And it was definitely a major undertaking by Polyphony Digital that I don't think could ever be replicated again, just with how quickly they were able to release it with so much more content after Gran Turismo 1. And I do want to like Gran Turismo 5, and I did like Gran Turismo 5 quite a bit when it came out. But unfortunately, with the fact that the online servers are shutting down, it's a game that you can't really access as much of the content. And it was a game that was, with the economy and everything, it was designed around sort of being able to do the online events that gave you extra money to buy all the cars you would need for the single player races. And so revisiting it now with the servers down, it isn't nearly as fun as it was. Just because it feels like a good chunk of it is missing a bit. Which is why I do kind of, for developers, and granted, no developer is going to be watching this probably, but one thing I do want developers to consider that they used to, but I don't think they do anymore, or quite as much anymore, is I want them to kind of think a bit more about, you know, how someone, you know, 10 years from now is going to play their game. How well will it age? How easy will it be to kind of get to all of that content? How much will be left for them? Will they even be able to play the game in certain games that are online only? And for some games that are, you know, multiplayer only, you know, like the Fortnites and whatever, where it's entirely designed around, you know, player and player interaction, I can understand that, you know, not being the case. But for a single player game, especially a lot of single player racing games, you know, you want that game to be able to be, you know, revisited again and again and again. You want people to kind of go back and, you know, say, you know, I love this game. This game was, you know, a part of my life. You know, it was a lot of fun. And you want people that when they do revisit it, you know, they have, you know, similar, they're able to kind of relive those experiences again. And with especially 5 and 6, and I worry a lot with 7 being, you know, having such a heavy focus on online content. That's not the case with them. You can't revisit these games and have that same experience, even the same single player experience that you did back when the game, you know, first came out. And that's not to say that games shouldn't have multiplayer. I'm not saying that at all. A lot of games are a lot of fun with multiplayer. But the single player aspect of the game should be virtually unchanged regardless of whether or not you do multiplayer or not. Or at the very least, once you do close the service, you should have like an offline patch where any content that was multiplayer only, you're able to unlock by doing stuff in single player. That way those that come back to the game can kind of experience more or less the full breadth of it. For example, Hot Pursuit 2012. Despite the fact that most of my time was spent in the multiplayer of that game, the single player, if I go back now, if I boot up my PlayStation 3 and put the game in, the single player is going to be more or less the exact same as it was back when I bought the game brand new in 2012. Which I think does allow the game to age a lot better than, let's say, like Need for Speed 2015, where once those servers are down, unless they do an offline patch, you cannot access that game at all. Like there is nothing to access, and that is very, very unfortunate. sorry, kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there. But no, yeah, Need for Speed Underground is a really, really fun game. I definitely like it quite a bit. That's definitely, I mean, most of the black box games, with the exception of maybe Undercover, and even then, sometimes I still revisit that game quite a bit at times. More so just for the memes. But a lot of the black box games are just very, very fun. Oh, that was dreadful. That was very dreadful. Okay. So that one's in the top 5%. Mount Hokuchin. That's also top 5%. So the drift events in the top 5%. Top 15%. All right, we need to get this one in the top 5%. At the very least, the top 10%. Oh, that's tricky. This is going to be very tricky. This one. There we go, that's much better. Hang on a sec, I'll read that after this run. Or if I fall off. Whichever comes first. Alright, I fell off. If the game is online, there should be an offline server made available with the server shut down for people that bought the game. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, that would be... that is a thing I worry about with like a lot of games, and it kind of adds to the like what's the once you sort of beat the main game then in an online only game, what's the point on sort of kind of grinding out all the other stuff as well if eventually that stuff is going to go completely is going to be disappear forever. Or, what is the point of, like, completely owning the game, buying it brand new, if, you're not going to be able to, actually keep the game. Sure, you can have a disc, but if that disc, still requires, the server to function and everything, it makes things very, very difficult. It kind of devalues actually fully owning the game. Because if the server shut down in the game, you can't play the game, well then you technically don't own the game. The disc never broke, but the developer is saying no, you can no longer play our game, which I think is a little bit upsetting. Gosh, what's even more upsetting is my drifting skills. This is a little bit better now. I say that as I slide off the edge. Come on, we gotta get this in the top 10%. So that's the thing. So a lot of times, oftentimes, I kind of find I am a little bit of a late adopter to certain game franchises. One of them being Mass Effect. I played Mass Effect much later than like when it came out. But that experience was so much fun. That and since it was such a rich single player experience, the game gripped me. Same with sort of the GTA games. I bought basically, I played San Andreas and Vice City roughly around when 4 were coming out, just sort of as, well, I picked up these games used, and I have a PlayStation 2, I don't have a PlayStation 3 yet. I may as well enjoy it, because everyone is raving about the new one. Let's see how good these ones are, and oh my gosh, those games, you know, blew, they blew me away as well. But with the online only stuff, that if you you can't play a single player game if you can't connect to a server, it kind of also prevents people from, finding your earlier games and playing them and then buying the new one when it comes out. Because I played San Andreas and Vice City and then eventually 4, I ended up buying 5 when that came out new. And, but because I could play those games, despite them being quite a few years old when I did play them. So I mean, it kind of makes sense from a business perspective as well. You're kind of limiting your player base if you just shut down the servers and say, no, you can't play our game at all. Like, that's silly. Also, Mass Effect. Oh. If I haven't seen already most of the cutscenes in the game, I would love to do a Mass Effect playthrough on stream. But the thing is, I've already beaten the game so many times that, like, I've seen most of the different things that can happen. I wouldn't really be reacting to a whole lot like I would with a fresh playthrough. And since it is a story-based game, I don't know how well that would go over. I try to do an insanity run through all 3 of those games, but I've already done that. I've already kind of platinumed all 3 of those games on PS3. Maybe when the 4th one comes out. Or not the 4th. I mean, we don't consider Andromeda. We don't consider Andromeda a Mass Effect game here. Nope. But maybe if reviews are good enough for that the one that's coming out sometime in future time, that'd be cool to do, because I love kind of like doing a lot of the single player sort of Western RPGs as well. I think it was Mass Effect, Minecraft, and like Portal 2 that were like the 3 games that really kind of broke the mostly racing, or at the very least car focused, stranglehold on like my games library. And I kind of realized, oh, there are other fun games out there that don't have vroom vroom cars. Wow, what else am I missing? And then I subsequently played through Deus Ex. All of the Deus Ex games. And those were a lot of fun. We need another Deus Ex game. Still top 15%. We need to do a little bit better. Alright, that's a bit better. Get it nice and easy through here. Oh, that's not easy. That is not easy. Come on, nice and smooth. We've got this. We've got this. No, we don't have that. I think this is the last one that we need to get that is the top 5% on. I know this one's going to be very, very tricky. This one is very, very tricky. Alright, up to 9 times multiplier, 10 times multiplier. Alright, nice and easy. Get the car turned in. That's wrong. That's very wrong. Come on. We got this. We've got this nice and smooth through here. There we go. Alright, nice clipping point. Okay, 1.6 mil. Is that enough to get... Okay, that is top 10. I will take that. I will most certainly take that. Yes! Okay. All the drift events are within... We're within the top 5%. Well, not top 5%. We're within the top 10%. Okay. Alright. Let's take this off the list. I am going to put up the wheel of random. Give me 1 second. Nope. That is the wrong one. No, why is it deciding? There we go. We had an infinite OBS there. All right. So we have a whole bunch of different games that are currently on our potential list. This will be the new games to take up the Tuesday slot, maybe. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Okay. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. That is going to be the game for the Tuesday time slot then. Excellent. Glad we let the random number generator decide. I haven't actually played that game yet. It was on sale for like $5 on the Steam sale, so I got it. Hopefully, I'm gonna test it. Hopefully, it actually runs. With that being said, I'm probably gonna be ending the stream here. It is shortly after 11. I do have work very, very early in the morning tomorrow. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what I'm doing well. If you didn't like the stream, I do apologize. If you didn't like the stream, leave a dislike. Let me know doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. Regardless, so thank you all again so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I've been Isaac Umbras, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.